with WRPB Studios, and today we have the wonderful and lovely Elena Caffrey. Hi, Elena. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Wonderful. So, Elena is the owner of Reiki by Elena. This is a service that is going to help your energy get realigned. This is also a spiritual service. She also offers Reiki to pets. So, Elena, please tell us more. What got you started on the path of Reiki?
Well, I was trying to learn more about myself, and I took some classes, and I came across Reiki class that really totally changed my life. Before that class, I was atheist, and after the class, I learned to become spiritual. So that totally changed me. I didn't expect it. Totally changed my life. So after becoming Reiki healer, I started healing right on the spot. I started healing people, and I didn't understand where it was coming from. How could it be? Normal person took a class, and then people are being healed. So I had to research. I went and I read a whole bunch of books in the library about spirituality, about God and angels, about life after death, about aliens, about other dimensions, about ghosts and stuff like that. And I discovered so much. So basically, I totally changed. Different person than I used to be before, totally.
Yeah, there's like a whole rabbit hole of information, and some of it is not always beneficial information. Some of it is a bit what people would call woo-woo. But then there's some information that's very useful. I think that sometimes what people consider magic is just science that hasn't been explained yet. And I think that spirituality heavily delves in that world. When it comes to other dimensions and other forms of energy, there's things that we just simply don't see around us. It's the reason why sometimes you say that person has a bad vibe or this place has good energy. Those are things that are real. We just can't completely identify them yet in our human vocabulary.
Exactly.
So, how many years have you been on this journey?
I've been doing that for 23 years.
Wow.
23 years, totally different person. Yeah, so I learned so much in my life in last 23 years, and I've been growing and kind of higher and higher. I started with Reiki doing hands-on healing. So when COVID started and we were at home, I took a bunch of classes about doing healing online. So now I do over the phone. I can send the healing anywhere in any country, anywhere to anybody, really anybody. I can work with the picture, I can work on the phone or anything, or just even name and location, and I send the energy and it really works. It really blows me away every time when I get the feedback from different countries when people say, yeah, it worked. I'm like, I don't know how it works, but it works. And the reason how it starts everything, I channel energy from God and from angels. So the energy goes from universe, channels through, and then I send it. So when I do it with my hands on, it goes directly through my hands to a person. But when I do it without being hands-on with the person in the same room, with the person being in another room, then what happens, the energy goes, and I set the intention to whom I'm sending the energy to and for what purpose. So the energy, the God and the angels, the other dimensions that we don't know, they know better than we do, so it finds that person and it sends the energy, and when the energy goes, energy is smart and it knows what to fix and how to fix it. So I really don't need to know any details. I just need to know what exactly person wants, like to heal some specific thing or stuff. And it does not have to be just physical. I work with physical and non-physical, emotional and mental. So I work with people, I do consultations as well, spiritual consultations. So when people have questions about spirituality, when they need more details, how it all started, for example, and where the souls go, like life after death, the heaven, the hell, and all kinds of things. I've done so much research that I'm happily sharing stuff with people to help them grow. People kind of sometimes get stuck in life and things hold them back, and people don't even understand what is holding them back, what their blocks are. And I have very good intuition, and it comes to me that I can lead people through a bunch of questions to see where their blocks are. And when I show them where they go wrong, where they don't understand things, people look at things very different. And after that, their life really changed and changing people's life right on the spot. It gives me such a pleasure when I see a person better right there. Not like when you go to the doctor, take a pill and you wait, it's gonna work or not. But for me, it's right on the spot. So when I do that and I see people healed right in front of me, it really pleases me. So I work for people and I work for God and angels. So the energy comes from God, channels through angels and through you. Do you want me to explain more about God and angels?
Well, definitely when it comes to God and angels, everyone tends to have a different belief system, so they have different
Correct.
definitions.
Correct.
So when you say that you channel energy through God and angels, how do you define those entities?
All right. God is a collective consciousness. It's everything we know, everybody, is everything physical and not physical, things we see and don't see. It's humans, it's animals, it's nature, it's all the stars, it's everything in existence that we see and that we don't, and it's energy. So also God is energy that when we sleep, our soul leaves the body and we get charged with God's energy. So it channels through us. It's like if we are a battery and this energy, like a cell phone, you plug in the cell phone at night to charge it, you plug in yourself at night and you charge. So every night when we sleep, we get this energy. And before we go to sleep, we feel tired. So this energy runs low. And same with healing. When you heal, your body constantly heals itself. And body is smart. It knows where problems are and what needs to be fixed. You don't need to tell yourself if you have a scratch, oh, please fix that scratch. So your body knows that. So your immune system goes and fixes and fixes and fixes. And when you have a problem that you had for a long time, let's say, and your battery is running low on the energy, then when I come in, I give you this extra boost. I send you the extra energy, like supercharge your battery right on the spot. And as I say, energy is smart. I don't need to know. It knows because it comes from a smart source. And it charges you and it goes directly to the source where you need to be fixed. And it helps you to fix it faster. Helps you with fixing what can be fixed. But not everything can be fixed. So some things really cannot. So usually I'm very successful, but some things really cannot be fixed if it's past the point of no return, or sometimes there's blocks that you need to resolve yourself. So that's where I go and help you, like emotionally, mentally. That's where I go and like give you a consultation. I walk you through some problems. I talk to you, I question you and lead you through to help you understand what you need to do better. And also diet. Diet is important as well. Diet, exercising. So I'm vegan myself and I help people on their journey to eat more healthy, because not everybody are eating healthy and it's very important. But more important than exercise and the food is actually your state of mind. You really need to be positive.
Well, I also think that what you're highlighting is what's really important, that it's multiple layers. That it's not, when you are going through the process of energy healing, there's the body, there's the mind, there's your energy, there's your willingness. When Elena talks about blockages, what she's saying is that sometimes we come to someone for help and we're not actually ready to receive that help. So I can imagine that sometimes you have someone that you come to and you're like, I have this depression in me and I want to get rid of it. But sometimes deep down subconsciously, that depression, they're feeding off it. They have a dependency on it. So even on the surface, they're saying, I want to heal. Your abilities are kind of subdued a little bit because they're secretly feeding off of that sadness. They secretly don't really want to get rid of it because it's keeping them going. And I think that's important to highlight. So when you have a client that comes to you, what is the process? How do you get them ready when they say, okay, Elena, I'm ready to be healed? What is the steps? How do you consult them? How do you prepare them? How do you diagnose them? And how do you treat them?
Well, I start with talking to them and see like where it hurts. Hurts here, okay, feel it there. But also I ask them what bothers you. So I start with that. So question, often it comes from a childhood. Often people, they grow up, they're adults, mature adults, and they still have problems with, for example, they didn't feel that they were loved by parents.
Which is a lot of us.
A lot. So I have to help people to cure, and then they blame other people and their problems. So I kind of need to show them, you're wrong, not they. Look at your behavior. Look how you see things. So don't blame others. Look inside. See, maybe you need to look at things differently. So I help people to look at themselves and their life from inside differently.
Yeah, to shift that perspective, because it's very easy to say, I'm an angry 34-year-old woman because my mom didn't hug me enough when I was 4 years
True.
old. But it's so important for you to shift your perspective and go, okay, my mother didn't love me enough when I was a child, but I'm no longer a child. I can figure out how to get the love that I was missing now. And it's really changing that perspective that helps heal so much. A lot of us hold on to sometimes a scenario that isn't really even how it actually happened.
Absolutely. People turn things around in their heads. They see something that wasn't meant to be that way. Yes.
Very often. Well,
Yes.
so you also do Reiki on pets.
Yeah, I can do pets, and pets love me. Like animals come to me, and they feel the energy. They really, people are not as sensitive. Some are, but most are not. But animals, they really see things that we don't, hear things that we don't. Like they can see ghosts, and like if you have a family member who passed away, they can come and visit. Pets would actually see that person. It's person without the body. So when we die, we shed our body, but our soul actually doesn't die. We actually stays the same habits, same memories, same everything. And first, when people die, they don't even realize that they're dead, that they don't have a body. So they're still walking around as a ghost, like with the same, like through the house, and they'd be in a house with the pets. Pets would actually see them.
Yeah, I think that's something interesting that you highlight, because depending on people's beliefs, if you do enough readings with the spiritual world, there's a belief of something called crystalline DNA. That's basically the overlay of our physical form. So in theory, when you pass, there's still this blueprint of who you were, the skeleton of your soul.
Yes.
And sometimes with your energy, you have been in one place for so long that the physical location has absorbed your energy. So there's almost like a reflection left of you, and the animals are picking up on that. And I think that that's another fun thing. When people think of the term ghost, they always think it's a dead person or a haunted person. Ghost sometimes is just residual energy that a physical location has reabsorbed, and you're just lingering around. And I think that's really fun, and I think that animals being able to see it is really cool. But also, in addition to animals having that extra sense, they can even smell when we have certain diseases.
Yes, yes.
There's animals.
And your cats and dogs can actually help you to cure of your diseases. I don't have pets myself, but I heard from people the cats and dogs would lay somewhere where the problem is and take away that problem, and that animal would get sick.
Yes.
So they take on the sickness from their owner. So that's amazing.
Yeah, they take on the owner's personality. Energy is a very interesting thing. Energy is very, very fun when you're aware of it. What about auras? Do you ever see people's auras? Do you ever do any aura cleansing or healing as well?
I don't see myself, but I do cleanse the aura. I work with chakras. So I put some extra energy to make them faster and bigger. So I work with chakra, open the chakras, and you go from down up. You start from a bottom chakras up, more spiritual on top, so you finish kind of at the end. That's your connection with God. That's the top chakra. So I do work with
Your
chakras.
crown chakra.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah.
And what has been the most rewarding part about being a Reiki master?
I love helping people. I really like to see when people feel better on the spot. And often I get, oh, it's a coincidence. I just happened to be there when a miracle occurred. And I'm like, yes, of course it's coincidence. I'm lucky when I see every time in front of me when I do a healing, by coincidence I get healed. I'm like, yes. And it really pleases me to see how people feel better and the surprise on their face. Like I do the shoulder and they're like, oh, yeah, it feels better. How do you do that? Oh, it's coincidence. It's just happened that it feels better. So it really pleases me to see that people feel better right on the spot without any, side effects, without any surgery, without anything, just with God's energy. It's all natural. It's all good for you. It cannot do any damage. It just heals. So I like to help.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. And when you're healing someone, because I've had some experiences myself where I've had like Sometimes I like to go to do spiritual readings and things like that. They're always fun. It's a good treat for your birthday or an anniversary. It's just like it's kind of a form of therapy for some people. So I
Yeah.
enjoy it, and I've definitely went to some places before where I went to go see a healer, and they've touched me, and I could feel that electricity running through
That's
my
it.
body.
That's you
And the
felt it,
irony
yes.
is that they're telling me that they got healed from me because they're like, you have so much. I've been told like they've had touched me, and then their eyes start shutting down, and they're like, you have galactic energy. And I'm like, I can feel it. I can feel what they're pulling through me. And I'm like, yeah, just don't touch me. It's all mine.
But you need to do something with that energy. If you have it, you should do something with
I
that.
have to figure that out, but it's definitely that. So it's a very interesting thing. It's something that if you are open-minded enough to it, you can feel it. And,
Of course,
and it
yeah.
really just takes, I think what happens is that we live in a society where the world around us distracts us. It stops us from feeling the things that we're actually feeling that connect us to our human self. You have TV, you have billboards, you have all this processed food. There's so much overstimulation. There's so many things to take you away from yourself. And when you finally get around someone like Elena, you get to remember the things that, as children, all that energy and light that we felt as children keeps getting suppressed as we continue to grow into our
careless.
society.
We were like running around with no problems, and then society throws problems at us and bills to pay and whatever as you grow up, and then you become stressed. And the stress is the worst for your health. When you're under stress, no matter how good you eat, no matter what you do, everything else you're trying to do, it all doesn't matter, because when you're under stress, your body is like under fight or flight, and then your cells actually close up, and you don't take in any healing, any nutrients, anything good. You need to relax first, so your body, everything absorbs the nutrients, absorb all the healing energy. Otherwise, under stress, no matter what you do, you can't fix it. It just gets worse and worse. And now people are so stressed, really. People need to relax, need to go into nature more, walk bare feet. Like I go to the beach.
Go walk naked under the full moon. Charge your crystals. Leave your water out overnight underneath the full moon cycle. There's so many different things to do.
Absolutely.
So, Elena, do you have anything else that you would like the audience to know?
Let's see. Well, take care of yourself. Make sure that you always stay positive. Positive thinking is crucial. It really is number one. Number one. So think positive no matter what. If you're in a situation when you think something is bothering you, somebody is doing you wrong, don't take it in. Just understand that person is having a bad day. Something's wrong with that person. It's not yours. If they're saying something to you, it's not yours. It's their problem. Do not ever take on anybody issues. Just stay inside happy no matter what is happening outside. So nothing outside should ever bother how you feel inside. So always stay positive, stay healthy, don't take on anybody's problem, help others, love yourself and love others, do good to yourself and do good to others. Always be kind, always be honest. Do your best every day, do make best decisions, everything. It's as easy to be good as it is bad, takes just as much energy, so be good, do your best, and God will take care of everything when you're good. Really, like I work with God and I see how God brings me coincidences and people and events and stuff to better my life. I would never imagine that my life would be that great after now I see everything I try to do good for people. God brings me the blessings that I'm like, thank you, God, thank you, angels. It's just better than I could ever imagine.
That's beautiful. It sounds like you're doing work that you love. It sounds like you're bringing peace to people who appreciate it, and you're genuinely healing them, and you're also healing yourself in the process too, because it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
You get healed every time someone else gets healed, so that's very beautiful.
Yes.
Well, there you have it, folks. This is Elena Caffrey. She is the owner of Reiki by Elena. Please check out her YouTube. It is Angel. Help me out.
From Egypt.
Angel from Egypt. That's ANGELFROMEGYPT. So if you search for Angel from Egypt on YouTube, you will find Elena. You can also check her out and contact her via email. Her email address is ElenaG4. That's ELENAG4 @gmail.com.
Hotmail.
At hotmail.com. There we go. So Elena G4 at hotmail.com. Her YouTube, one more time, is Angel from Egypt. She is a Reiki master. She can heal you. She can heal your pets. She can cleanse your home as well, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Excellent. Because I figured that runs under
for
everything.
sure,
It's a whole
yeah.
umbrella
Yeah.
here. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, Elena. And there you have it, folks. My name is Christina Michelle from WRPB Studios. Have a great day.